What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go through some more uncommon tips and tricks that aren't really that common, I guess is why they're uncommon. Anyway, this doesn't mean you won't know any of these, it just means that not everybody will know all of these. So let me know in the comments which ones you didn't know, and if you can think of any more then also leave them down there too. But other than that, please do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, do subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and other than that, let's go. Maybe we should get an other than that counter. No, let's just go. Alright, so this first one I am not convinced has a ton of uses, but it could be useful in some situations. Let me quickly grab, like, I don't know, a Dwarves Ring or something. We're going to go to the Grand Exchange for this to show it a little bit, be a little bit easier. But did you know that you can actually, I did not know this, you can use items on a banker or a bank anywhere. The bank chest works in War's Retreat as well, and it will just deposit your items straight away. It could save time while you're skilling, I guess, but you don't have to open the bank. You just use the thing on the bank. It's gone, and it's in the bank. I found this on stream by accident the other day when I tried to recharge my ring. I used it on the banker, and I thought it was gone. But you can do this, and if you've got more than one, it will ask you how many. But if you just press 3 really quick, boom, it's gone. No need to open the bank. I had no idea about this. This is new to me. But if you're skilling, maybe that's easier. I don't know. If you are like just gathering stuff, running it back, you can just bank stuff nice and quick. You don't need to open the thing. I know it's literally like a split second. You open the bank, you click this, and then you go. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But I thought it was cool, so I thought I'd share this. That was the first one. Did you guys know about this or not? I had no freaking idea. But anyway, let's go to the next one. Next up is the Zamorakian Staff. Now, this is a special attack weapon, which is actually pretty damn useful, as it has some effects that I didn't actually know about. Now, I knew that it also did lower the amount of damage that you can use at Karapak. So one, you could use this at Karapak in hard mode or in regular mode, normal mode, to be able to reduce the damage that you're going to take. It's going to make this way easier for you to do, so that could be like a little bit of a bonus tip for you guys. But the Zamorakian Staff special attack, what it does is it will do the exact same damage as a Gothic Staff, but instead of making your accuracy better on that target, what it's going to do is it is going to lower the target's magic level by 5%, but also it is going to reduce that target's accuracy by 5%. This works on all combat styles, not just on magic attack styles. So you are going to be splashed on more while also reducing the magic level of the target, which means if it's a magic style combat, then you're also going to be taking less damage as well. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it works the same way for NPCs, but if you have a lower magic level, you also have a lower magic defense level, I do believe, unless they change that. I'm not 100% sure on this one, but it could also mean that you do deal more damage as well to targets that you're using magic on. Someone will have to confirm that for me. Again, I'm not too sure on that, but overall, you can use this on any sort of NPC that you can cast it on, and you can reduce its accuracy by 5% and also reduce its magic level by 5% as well. So for Karapak hard mode, this is an incredibly good weapon spec to do, to replace your Gothic Staff with just for the time being. It costs the exact same adrenaline, it does the exact same amount of damage, but it has a better effect on Karapak, as you're going to be taking a lot less damage. I'm sure there's other ways that it's actually pretty damn useful to use this throughout the fight in certain bosses. If there is, guys, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea if this is like super useful in a lot of other places than just Karapak, but I can imagine it probably is used in some places. Let me know what you guys think. This next one is very much more for beginners, but it's something that I would definitely recommend while you are learning to do any sort of PVM and stuff, and specifically talking about defense abilities. Now, as you can see here, and probably for a few other people too, you will notice that they have their defense abilities on screen as well as keybound. Now, this is because a lot of you guys probably don't have all of the defense abilities keybound. I think I have most of them, but not necessarily all of them. And defense abilities are incredibly useful for all of PVM, except for like God Wars 1 and stuff. There's not really like much of the time that you wouldn't use any defense abilities, unless maybe you're just throwing out massive DPS at God Wars 2. That being said, having your defense abilities on screen while learning them is incredibly useful, because you may see opportunities or think about opportunities to use stuff that you wouldn't normally use. For example, if you are a Raxor or something like that and you see the web come up, you haven't necessarily used resonance before, but your defense ability is there, you may be able to just quickly use a resonance or something like that. It's just incredibly useful to have it there, in my opinion. I learned my defensives this way as well. Even every now and again, you might think, hey, I can use immortality. You may not have it keybound, but having it on screen gives you that option and availability to use it. I would absolutely suggest having them on screen, even if it is just to get used to seeing them and seeing opportunities for them. It is still going to help you out eventually for a lot of people. Obviously, this might not apply to everybody, but it is definitely something that helped me out a lot, and I know it's helped out a lot of other people too, just having it there on screen. It's like the same sort of thing when I always said in the past with Ring of Vigor switches or any sort of switches like Planted Feet or Roaming switches. If you're not going to use them immediately straight away, just bring them with you anyway, because if you find an opportunity to do it, that's one more time that you've practiced it than if you didn't have it at all. If you don't have it, you're not practicing it, but even if it's just sat in your inventory, at least you're practicing having that one less inventory space as well. And if you have an opportunity to use it, then you'll probably find that you do use it. So keep your defense abilities on screen. Trust me, it's definitely helpful. Next up, we have a tip that I've used quite a lot in many situations, and I would suggest knowing this, especially for people who don't have access to the max guild and maybe you haven't got all the boss kills just yet. It's super useful. You can use the group teleport, the grouping system, to actually teleport to places that you haven't been yet, and including bosses that you haven't killed yet. So for example, if you wanted to go to the Arc Glacier, you could go down here, go to the Arc Glacier. If you don't have it in one of these portals, you haven't done a kill yet, rather than running all the way there, come down here, click view selected, to create a group, and then as soon as that loads up, you can, well, when it loads up, Jagex, there we go, update group. And then as soon as it is done, you can just make sure that you're not in a group matchmaking thing, press ready, and then complete group and teleport. This will teleport you directly there to the boss, and you can do this with most bosses. Now, sometimes it'll take you to a little bit of a weird place. So for example, if I just quickly go back to matchmaking to make myself unready, and then we'll come out of matchmaking again, so that we don't get any people joining, we can go down, we can find, I don't know, let's say General Grado. This will take us to the top of the Trollheim mountain rather than actually outside General Grado. But if you want to go to anywhere, like literally Karapak or Raksha, rather than walking, let me just show you this one. This is the best example. Rather than walking all the way through the actual Anachronia area, to be able to get to Raksha, which is over here somewhere, you would have to come to the Lodestone, which is over here, I believe. Yeah, and then you'd have to make your way all the way down to where Raksha is, right? Instead of doing that, to get your first kill before you get the portal, just come into here, go to Raksha, go to view selected, update the group to Raksha, and then just to come out of matchmaking, press ready, and then complete group, and teleport. Boom! Right outside Raksha's door, you don't even need to have the boss pull. It's super useful. It really is. Obviously, at the beginning of this, I mentioned about the max guild. The reason being is if you have the max guild available, the boss portal here, you don't need to have the kill count to actually go through a boss here. So you can go through to any boss that you haven't killed on here with the max guild, and it'll take you there, so you don't have to worry about that. But I guess that's another bonus tip for you too. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this next one is going to be very quick, and it's also very common sense, but it's something that I catch myself doing all the time, so I'm going to mention it anyway, just in case some of you guys are like, wait, why didn't I think of that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my blubber jellyfish on the floor here, and we're going to pretend that's our drop from, say, Raksha, okay? Now I'm going to grab out another blubber jellyfish here because this is my inventory. Say you did the full kill without using any food, or your inventory is full, right? You know, here you've got your two-handed staff, you got your dual wield and stuff. You gotta drop something to pick this up, right? Like you're gonna have to drop your vitality potion or something on the floor. No, don't do what I do and always waste supplies and stuff. Just put your wand and your orb on, and you can pick it up because you get a space. So I don't know why sometimes I'm just bloody mind blank and I'm like, yeah, just drop this, no problem. You don't need to drop supplies, just wear the dual wield and then you get the space. Cloak wheels, thank you. Right, let's move to the next one. The last tip I'm going to throw in here for you guys today is grab yourself an MMORPG mouse. Now, this might be a little bit of a random one. You're thinking, that's not really a tip, and I don't have an MMORPG mouse. Well, honestly, if you are going to be investing in a mouse, new people that are looking at this and like you want to take PVM seriously and stuff, holy hell, MMORPG mice for this game are incredibly good. So, as you can see, there's an absolute ton of keybinds here that you want to be using. I would struggle to play this game anywhere near as well as I do, which is still pretty average anyway, but I would struggle without my MMORPG mouse. This is because all of my switches, all of my defensives, except for like the ones that are on letters and stuff, are on my mouse. My abilities are on my mouse. My switches, my prayers, a lot of them are. My 4-ticking is on my mouse. A lot of stuff is on there. MMORPG mice have 12 buttons on the side of them, but if you use Alt and Shift modifiers and Control, I believe as well, is available. I just don't use that. You actually get another set of keybinds. So you can have 12, 24, 36, 48 keybinds all on the side of your mouse if you wanted to. So for example, you can see I have Alt 9 and Alt 6 here on my for my disruption shield, for my spellbook swap, and then disruption shield. It's nice and easy. I just hold Alt down and then I press 9 and 6 on my mouse and it's done. That's it. It's done in one tick. Did I press it? I think I did, and then I pressed it again. But I did. It's already active, but I went to it again. I clicked it too quick. But you can see what I mean. Like, you can do it nice and easy. It's really not that difficult. Alt 8 is my magma tempest, and it's all on my mouse. So my hand is only pressing one button. My mouse hand's pressing another one. But it's definitely super useful, and I would suggest grabbing one of these. For anyone interested, there is a link in the description. You can go down and take a look at that. It is an affiliate link, I'll let you know, but it is for UK only as well. So if you're outside of the UK, then you'll have to just follow the same mouse or whatever, or the same sort of style from wherever you're looking to buy from. But they're definitely absolutely freaking useful, and so many people I know have bought these from like recommendations in the past and stuff, and they found it incredibly helpful for their PVM and other things as well. So definitely take a look at them if you haven't already. It will help you out a lot. But other than that, that is going to be our last tip for today. But anyway, guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you found some useful stuff in it. If you did, please do leave a like on the video. It would very much help the video out, of course, and do leave a comment down below to let me know anything that you did know, anything that you didn't know, and if you have any other extra cool tips like this that are uncommon, drop them down below as well. I'll have a scroll through the actual thing, and of course, if there's lots of useful stuff, I may take them for another video, and I'll credit you if I do. That being said, I really appreciate you all watching. Thank you all so much. Channel members, your names will be on screen throughout this outro. Your extra support is greatly appreciated, so thank you to all of you guys. Other than that, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.